Hi everyone, this is Colby from Cascade WebWorks. Thanks for checking out our explainer videos where we make complex web topics easy to understand. This is the first video in our What's in a Website series where I'll give you a basic overview of what's in a website. The three main parts of a website are an account with a hosting provider, a site address or domain, and the site contents. But it can be hard to wrap your head around technical terms like these. So let's start with a real-life example that's easier to understand. A house. If you wanted to own a house, you'd probably start looking at real estate listings organized by address. And the address is usually the first thing people think of when they think about getting a website. But it's not the most basic part of a site. With a house, the most basic part is the piece of land the house sits on. It's space in the world. Well, in the World Wide Web, this space isn't a dirt lot. It's storage space on a server connected to the internet. This server is what people access when they go to your site. You get this space by renting it from a company that manages these types of servers. This is called hosting and is typically billed on a monthly basis. Once you have your space, you have to give people a way to get there. If we're talking about a house, this is accomplished with a street address, a set of easy-to-remember numbers and letters that are registered as a way to refer to your property. A website has a similar kind of address. In the case of a website, you use a registration company to claim a website address or domain, which is usually some word or phrase like your site and a suffix like .com. Then you point that domain to your hosting server, and now people have a way to get to your site. This registration is renewed every year by paying a yearly fee. But having a piece of land and a street address doesn't give you a place to live. You have to have an actual building with stuff in it. In the same way, your hosting space has to have content and a way to organize and provide that content for visitors. This is actually the most critical and time-consuming part of setting up a site. Most websites today are created using something known as a content management system, or CMS. This is a piece of software that sits on your server and creates pages for your website as they're needed. We'll explain more about CMSs and other options for building a site in a later part of the series. So that's the basic parts of your house on the web. Hosting, like a piece of land, a domain, like a street address, and the site contents, like a building and all the stuff in it. If you'd like to learn more about what's in a website, please go to our resource page where you can see the other videos in this series as well as our other resources. Are you ready to get started with a website that works for you? Visit CascadeWebWorks.net to schedule your free consult today.